Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail back with more Starbound, and today I'm starting in the hut of this Florin that was over here and seems to have run away just briefly. But my goal here today is to just continue to explore this new planet that we're going to call Boo, because that's what we're doing here. And I really need to get more pixels. That's my number one goal. My number two goal is to get more copper right here, because last episode I got obliterated by an enemy, I would almost call it the first boss of the game. That comes when you throw a distress signal up, so that's nice. You're in a terrifying universe and you have penguins shooting crap at you, and then a spaceship totally crushes your body. So the next time I'm going to be fighting that ship, I will need to do things like make an arena, probably a very long flat surface, work my way back slowly, try and avoid getting crushed or getting right under it, because I got cute with the bow and arrow there. I think I have most of the gear to actually take it on, but if I'm on a planet like this, I would much rather farm pixels until I can actually make higher tier gear. So we're going to actually have some interesting encounters here at first, because I'm on a threat level 3 planet. I decided to skip threat level 2, which is probably a smart move, but we'll see if that holds course here at night, because I do have some gear. But these guys are going to hit pretty hard, because I'm probably going to be facing threat level 6 enemies. And my hammer is good, but it's not very spammy, so if I don't time it right, I'm going to be in trouble. So here comes the stars, here comes the night sky, and this is where crap gets real. And something's glowing over there. I'm a little curious as to what that is. I don't think we have a shooting star or anything like that, so last bit of copper. And as I said in the last video, at this point I'm not going to go out of my way to avoid copper or get copper, but if it's on the surface like this, I might as well. So it's going to be flashlight time as soon as I get these last two. So here we go. And you see once again the heat bar down there. Oh, that's just the torches in the house. So I could sit here and wait it out all night. But when you're at night, when you're under some exposure, you do get cooler and cooler, and my armor is not heat rated at all. So gonna smash that for a few pixels. And here we go. More scary. Whoa. Girlfriend. I just called you girlfriend. That's like a panic reaction right there, so I just got zapped. I didn't even make it all the way around the world. So this planet's gonna be tough. Obviously. We knew that already. What's gonna make it really tough is that, unlike having charging enemies before, I now have to deal with a bunch of ranged enemies, and that's going to be really annoying. So we're back out here. At least I have some pixels, but if getting pixels is my goal, I may be in trouble. Please don't be another ranged enemy. Yeah, you're at least trying to kill me. You're doing a pretty damn good job of it. Okay, so this is where I could have a little bit of an issue, because right now I'm stuck on this planet. I'm kind of, in a way, married to being here. But I may have bit off a little more than I can chew going to this place just with my gear. I'm already feeling that just a little bit, because these guys are coming fast, coming hard, and if I don't watch it, they're just gonna obliterate me almost immediately. So maybe the first goal is gonna just be to get as much coal as I can to get out of here. That's kind of a shift from, oh, I can handle this, we're on a new planet, we're going to take on the boss again. If level 6 guys are creaming me like this, and once again, all of these one-liners that I'm saying, if you were just to put them on a sheet of paper, it sounds like I'm talking about some other kind of game here. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, because I don't know when I'm going to have the resources to go back to that planet by itself, so I didn't really leave anything behind. But right now I'm just trying to farm some pixels, get what I can, and these chests don't have a ton, but we'll see kind of what happens here. I do like that purple place in the background. I do think that has a moon biome, and I do think it's going to be a little bit spooky scary, so let's see. You do not seem to be hostile. Yes, you do. Alright. You look like you're hostile. So that's good. Let's see if I can actually pick you off with the bow. Oh boy. Wow, you can mid-air course correct. That's tough. And this is where the swing speed for the hammer is starting to hurt me just a little bit. Which, by the way, just so you know, for those of you who are being number crunchers here, lower swing speed means a slower weapon. I was actually expecting it to be faster for some dumb reason. So right now I may need to have a little bit more bedtime and rest and recovery and just taking it slow here. Because if I almost have enough pixels to upgrade one of my bits of gear, and that's going to help. Every time I'm able to do that is going to be a big help. But every time I die, it's going to keep me from doing that, so... What is the best course of action going to be here? Do I just death from above him? Not with another thing down there trying to kill me. Yeah, this is going to be death. Maybe not. I mean, charging enemies are not so terrible to deal with. And can I actually get clever here and use the bow like so? Maybe, maybe. Oh, it's the right idea. Okay, so that's one dead. I really need pixels though, so I'd rather not kill things with the bow if I can avoid it. And you're stuck, so I will happily obliterate you. Because these guys are trying to body slam. That one's a little bit more irritating to deal with, because that means they jump and go crazy. Alright, so still having to deal with the cold a little bit, but I did get some pixels, and that's interesting. We are going to be exploring that ASAP. Because I want to see what in the world is going on with some kind of underground base. That is not what I expected from this planet here. So, okay, this is, I think we have found a dungeon from the looks of it. To the left here is, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a dungeon. Because we have all kinds of good things to deal with. And I'm still dying from exposure very slowly here. But... can I actually make it in here? It would appear that I can. It's just going to take its damn sweet time to get in, so probably need to use some ore to upgrade or repair my stuff anyway. So steel blocks. Now, from the looks of this, this is kind of a platforming, scary maze. So we're just going to go drop down here and see what we got. And I don't know if this is a full-blown dungeon or what, but from the looks of it, is that... oh, it's poison. It is poison. So I'm going to be losing some health here for a while, so that's tough. And more poison. Do I actually need an antidote for that? Did I actually make it to the end here? Well, we have a cool chest anyway. So there's probably something I can make that'll get that. And this is an energy dash blueprint. Alright. Energy dash, that sounds really, really useful. So poison's only temporary, that's good. I get a super cool looking chest. Wow, this is like such luck that I found this place. So we're down here. Let's try not to get poisoned this time, because I do want to explore this area just a little bit more. And if I get zapped there, it's probably going to be the end of my exploration. And it sounds like somebody's trying to kill me. And I wonder if it's going to be more prudent for me just to try and not jump through the obvious death trap here. Let's do it anyway. Okay, so that won't kill me. So that's another do not enter. Fortunately, there is still a place for the matter manipulator. It is a very good ranged miner here, so... it says do not enter, I enter anyway. Let's see what they say about computers. Florence, steel technology to survive. Shiny desk, soft leather. Florin, enter where Florin want to enter. Silly sign. There we go. And perhaps Florin is hazard. And can I interact with any of these things? I can interact with the chair. I can interact with the chair. Well, let's take home some souvenirs, kiddos. How about that? So, computer, come to me. Desk. Oh, it's a cool computer. Well, that's good. And let's get a do not enter sign, because why not? No, my inventory is getting a little bit stuffy here, so we'll get one of these future chairs as well. And probably a heavy door. Can I actually take that? No, that's hazard tape. Okay. Interesting. Flooring is hazard, flooring is hazard. Alright. Pretty nice. So this is also, the other nice thing about this place is that it's going to give me a really, really fast way to go downstairs. So we have obvious science things right here, because that's what that means. Cage lightning, no threat to Florins. Has Florin not like lightning machine, or hiss, excuse me. So let's see if we can do this. Oh, nope. No, we can't. Fortunately, this is not killing me, so we'll just try and brute force it. And okay, so are we suddenly dealing with 8 people again? I don't understand. Well, I do understand. With that, there is some interesting places to explore. I'm not seeing a ton of ore around here, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I can here. So take out this glass again. Glass will be very nice for my own purposes. I am really excited about that dash, though. So we'll see if we can get that. Hopefully not by death gating. But as I said, I'm expecting a little more resistance in here at some point, but this may just be a platforming maze. And there we go. Obviously, I could be better at platforming because I'm getting ducky sounds every time I jump into things. Because that's what I'm calling when I get hit, ducky sounds. Yeah. So there's poison water again. Poison's a way bigger threat than lightning, so I'll take lightning to the face. What I want to find is another chest, so... And yeah, this is a pretty good test of the game's platforming. Keep in mind that this place is actually procedurally generated. I mean, there's some basic layouts, but what is interesting to me is that this is an abandoned facility, so I wonder if there's a cool story or lore behind it somewhere of why this base was abandoned, or if I'm going to wander around to the entrance. Because it looks like I'm going in backwards, and what the fuck? So now we have, Big Ape is seeing all, I guess so. And what is that? Green lightning reminds Florin of home. So we are going to... Well, screw it. Let's see if these can all be destroyed. Those two can. And let's take you for further study. Maybe. So, green lamp pod. So this is a research facility that is an Apex research facility. What the hell are you guys trying to do? So we have our cool space dome. It's really interesting to me that I discovered the end of it, and I guess you get through the platforming maze, and there you go. But yeah, I was just desperately trying to go find some stuff. So what do we got here? Such machines are unnatural. Florins use such devices to prepare dinner. Silly yum technology. How is this big ape? Perhaps we can find him and have a feast. So what I'm getting from the Florins is that they are very hungry. Soup. Oh, wow. He's saying those are soup. Well, let's take one with us. I mean, it's an experimental monkey, so Apex life support pod. Oh, well, that's cute. Box of lights makes clicky sound, so I can have my own entire space base here if I want to now. So I want to take some soup with me, and that's what I'm going to do. And just so you all know what's going on here, I'm currently getting colder and colder. And one good way to warm yourself up is to stand by a torch. But an even better way to warm yourself up is to stand by 2 torches. You see how those arrows went up a lot faster? That is a nice strategy that you can do to just heat up a little bit in a hurry, even though that I am inside. From the looks of it, this is not a heat protected area. So ape flu is no joke. What does that mean? Silly apex flu, Florin will eat you. What the fuck? Okay, so my character is like hungry hippos, so yeah, we'll just do that and take our torches back, because those were just warming us up a little bit. And it looks to me that I can get a cool steel bookcase. Can I actually... I was kind of hoping there would be some stuff actually in it, but from the looks of it, that's not the case. That's an interesting monitor, that's an interesting thing. I'm pretty sure this bookcase will have something in it. Yeah, more pixels. Cool. So good to steal. I feel no sympathy stealing from these guys, even though it's just life support here, so I don't know what was going on with them. Lab locker. Lab locker. And now I guess it's going to be... well, first off, I love this view from up here, just over the rocky dunes. But I think from the looks of it, what's going to be prudent for me now is just to try and apparently go over here. What is this machine? Single lever. Okay, well, let's do this and this, and let's keep going to the left here, just to explore kind of what's outside, and more specifically to, oh good, I'm warming up again, so that's nice. This is not like the other sand that we were facing before, where it just all goes everywhere. And we're getting to daylight too, so that's good. I kind of survived the night. Now there are still some big night nasties out here, but I can deal with the daytime creatures and probably farm enough pixels to deal with the night ones a little bit better. But I was a little worried this episode wasn't going to have as much interesting stuff in it, just because it's like I'm getting my face eaten because I went to too terrible third of a place. But yeah, we're going to get some dash on here in just a little bit. That's a start. Of course I gotta have weapons ready, and I do want to. Okay, so that's a threat. Are you a daytime monster? I think you are. Yes, you are. So we're back to a daytime spawn. And that's right, I want to kill you with hammers. So while these guys hurt, they don't hurt nearly as badly. So I'm going to need to get some ore to repair my pickaxe, and the health of my pickaxe doesn't matter until it's empty. So I still have some time. And how close are we to where I died before? I think we're actually pretty close. So this is another not huge world, because once again we have the big area here. And we have a bird that wants to spray crap on me. And that's how you hit a bird with a hammer. And see, I'm getting 10 pixels. It's not a ton, but it's not a little. So it's not entirely insignificant, but more importantly, I'm running around with cool copper shades that provide practically no defense. So that's going to be one of the first things that I upgrade here. But we do need coal, because we are always looking to the stars to see where we can go next, because the amount of fuel that I get is really going to be dependent on, or it's really going to limit where I can go next. So a little piece of stone here is getting in the way of the rest of my farming. That looks like a friendly bird. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be picking up coal and copper on the way, because those are my resources that I'm most in need of right now. So let's just go and choppity-chop. There we go. Good enough. I'll leave some coal there just to know kind of what's going on here. And we have you guys again, and this is... okay, I definitely did not make it here before. And I just killed you all. And it looks like we have a... I have no idea who that is. But whoever he is, some funny looking person. Looks like he's in trouble, so let's go ahead and solve these guys first. Would love some actual pixels. And what do you have to say? Anything? I could probably kill you for your sword, but I can't even tell what race you are because you keep running around like a crazy person. Well, you have your sword, you have your little dojo or whatever that would be. So there are a few scant people on this planet. It's nice to know that I'm not by myself, but obviously the Apex seem to have screwed around with something and are now in stasis chambers, but more importantly, I will be able to take soup home with me, because that's what my character wants. He wants to eat everything. And that's so funny, because the original story is that he's running away from the violence, and I guess he just gets to become the violence. Isn't that like a common trope in every story ever, practically? It's just, I didn't want to become these, and this is what I've become. Most insightful thing I've said, probably not at all. Okay, well, let's keep going. Like I said here, we still got some planet to cover here. Probably not too much more. Yeah, because we're getting some interesting rocks here. Unrefined stone. So yeah, danger's not too bad here, and still I'm able to actually kill some things. as that happy little critter there is just bouncing around and gets 100 damage to the face. So it's not so bad. Oh god, more jumping. Yeah, I guess one of the challenges here is that we have just two different kinds of aliens. The jumping ones are not so bad as we get some more coal here, just because they're pretty easy to just kind of avoid. But I mean, when you're going on a hill like that, there's not a lot you can do. It's these spitters down here that really, really frustrate me because let's see, I still don't have a lot of health, but I can take them out pretty well, at least with my hammer now. It doesn't take too much work. The problem is just that shit right there just goes through walls. So there's some chunk of meat. That's good. That's tasty. But let's see here. More falling. And, oh god. Okay. So not doing so great. And hit. Apparently the collision detection is not on my side right there. So 45 pixels. That's good. And wow. I just jumped into that guy. Oh, I'm good at this game. Yep. And that is kind of how I just derpily died. Just a little bit. So let's go ahead and get some of these items back in the storage locker here. I do find the Apex life support. Nothing says let's have a cool spacey ship like having an Apex on life support right here. I actually wonder how much that would cost to 3D print, because that's like 3D printing a whole thing here. But more importantly though, let's go ahead and talk about tech. Unlocks the energy dash crafting schematic. Now how this works, at least as my understanding, is that you put it in your inventory like so, and then you use it. At least that's my understanding. New tech available. So let's look at the tech. Energy dash. So how do I actually use it? Apparently that's how I use it. So I can lock in a certain tech. I have 4 tech slots, and one of them is now energy dash. So you look at my character sheet, which that is not my character sheet. That is my inventory. That's crafting. Now I have this. So unlock energy dash tech. And there we go. I get a little burst of speed anytime I press back or forth like that. I don't have pets yet. I don't think pets are even in the game at this point, although they were a stretch goal. So they will be in the game at some point. And when I say stretch goal, this was not funded like a la Kickstarter or anything, but I do have some plant fibers. Probably want to hold on to those actually. But cool computer. So just a bunch of interesting little pieces of items that I have here. I do actually have a lot of copper now. And a high-tech chest, which is flashy. Do not enter sign. Yeah, just going through the things that you already saw me gather here. But I do think at this point I'm in decent shape. I just gotta actually get my head down and work. Dire stone, is that what that is? Little worm-like forms wriggle beneath the surface of this glassy stone. Well, let's put it in our storage locker, because why not? And I think I do need a cool chair here. Green lamp pod. I'm just putting all kinds of stuff just in here for now, because that's how that goes. I'm going to take that future tech looking chest down to the surface. Really nice that I have it though. And let's get dry sand out of here. These are all things I can craft with. Coal ore as well, because I'm going to need some more torches, especially with the lack of trees on this planet. And I don't think I have a ton of unrefined wood. I have some somewhere. I have a bunch of wood planks, so any unrefined wood that I get is going to have to be a precious, precious commodity. I don't even really need this sword anymore. I could trash it. I don't know what yellow stem does. But yeah, there we go. My primary goal here is, unfortunately I died, so I did lose some pixels, is to gear up. So in order to do that, I need to actually upgrade what I have. And I do have plenty of iron to do it. And I can actually upgrade to a silver pickaxe, which would be really nice. I did grab a bunch of bars there, and I have no idea why it's showing diamond pickaxe, because I have not found any diamond yet. I've not found any platinum, but there you go. I think the most important thing to start with is upgrading one of these. Let's actually start with the circlet, because that's going to be upgrading my weakest piece of armor here. So let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to call it a video. after that, at this point, so copper helmet, you just put it back under there. I still have that level of tech. Let's just zoom this back down. For some reason, I cannot click and drag that today. So sprout circlet or silver helmet. I can actually make a silver helmet. Silver helmet is level 10. It requires a bunch of silver bars. I think I want to save my silver for something like the pickaxe, which is going to let me get through stuff faster, because I'll find more silver eventually. Not to mention, let's remember what the mistake I made last time. Oh, I can build it straight from a copper helmet. Well, that's good to know. So if I do find enough copper, I can work with that, but for now, iron's going to be the soup of the day. And let's go ahead and make a sprout circle iron armor, usually lifted from the often severed head of a fallen florin that failed to reach adulthood. Cool. So sprout circlet, I have a big piece of leaf on me now, and more importantly, what does that do to my armor level? I'm at armor level 4 now. So let's see what kind of damage this does to me here. Still 10. Well, still pretty substantial. So I think we're going to have to still be a little careful until I can get all of my iron gear in place. But at least for now, time to put this one to bed. This is Way to Fail. Looking at Starbound again and playing through it, we're going on another planetary journey. And hopefully that was a lot more interesting than I expected it to be, especially with the random space base in the middle of the desert. But now Asher has some tasty, tasty soup at home. So if you liked what you saw, feel free to like or comment or +1 this if you want to stick around for more Starbound, and hopefully you've been watching some of my prior videos as well. Feel free to subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and I'm thankful for all the people who take the time to watch these. I enjoy creating the content, and I hope you enjoy actually seeing it as well. But that's it for now. Next time we're going to be exploring this planet a little more and seeing what resources we can get to try the first boss again. Take care.